Hey, that new prime minister in Italy, she's doing a pretty good job already, and she's pretty on top of it all. Who would have thunk? Hey. She's calling everybody out, all the elite, and she's saying, guys, I've had enough of this. There's no more. It ain't going to happen anymore. This taking away my identity. I'm a nothing. I'm an X. I'm a number. We've already fought communism, and we won, and we ain't going to let another regime come in and take over. And you people, all of you crazy left-wing people, you're kind of succeeding in a lot of ways, and certainly in a lot of countries. It won't happen here in my country anymore. Good for her. She says, I am going to dismantle this new world order that's going on. It's not just in my country. I understand that, so she goes on to say, but I'm going to help. We need the help. Thanks there, miss. That's pretty cool stuff. She goes on to say this. They attack identity. They attack religious identity. They attack gender identity. They attack family identity. I cannot define myself anymore as a Christian woman, a mother. I must be a citizen X and a gender X. I've already covered that, but I wanted to say it again. It's bloody important to pick up on all this stuff, pick up what she's laying down, because other people in other countries and other places, listen up. Don't you see what's happening? Watch television. Look around, go to the stores, it's happening. Listen to people, listen to your politicians. Finally, we got a woman that's standing up and saying, I've had enough of this. There's a woman also in England. She hasn't been as vocal yet, but she's the new prime minister there. All indications are that she too will be talking like this. We can only hope. They're little Trumps. They're prettier than Trump. Their delivery's better than Trump, and they're shorter than Trump, hence the verbiage or wordage. Liberals don't like these little people. Hey, just saying, because they're really big people with what's going to happen. In Uganda, they recently were mad. How's that for grammar? Recently, the UN passed a new rule. Who are they anyway? They control the world, or they think they do at least, and they said it's about abortion, and we now order that each nation must ensure access to abortion because it is defined now as a human right. Uganda and many other countries as well pushed back and said, hey, not so fast and not so much. We do not support abortion. Certainly in Uganda and other countries again are saying the same thing. And who are you people making up all these rules? That is what they're doing. The United Nations is, I think they had their place back after the World War and everything, but now they don't. They should go away. They have a whole bunch of people from other countries, and they're all left-wing, wacky kinds of people that are trying to, they'll be targets for the Italian prime minister because they're trying to change everything. It's a new world order. They're trying to direct us in our countries, and they're succeeding, and they need to have a big pushback. The New York Times recently said this: the Supreme Court is basically now the judicial arm of the Republican Party. Of course it is. I mean, it's different than what you wanted, I guess, with the last couple of rulings, but what about all the rulings that you, being a left-wing person and media, are happy with? Then it's okay. It's always got to be your way, or it can't be any way. That's how they swing, these people, and I got to say, hold it. Right is right, left is wrong, and this isn't even about politics. This is about the rule of law. There's a constitution. There's all kinds of neat little things going on, and there are left-wing people on the court, and they all come up with a decision, and you got to live with it. I don't like a lot of the stuff that they come out with either, but you know what? You got to kind of respect it because it's coming from that place. Instead, New York Times, they're bad people. Other left-wing people call them racist. Careful now, I think there's a couple of black people on the court. 2/3 of adults in the United States are not planning to get the updated COVID-19 booster shot, and so far only 3.5% of all eligible Americans have gotten the shot, 3.5%. Confidence level is a way down. People are saying, what's happening? Hospitals are full of people who have been vaccinated. And now, of course, the guys with the propellers on their head, leaning over on the left side of their head, are saying, oh, yeah, I think they just expired. Now you should have one, what, every week? You know what? So many people are just saying this. It doesn't work. Hospitals are full. People are getting COVID all of the time, including the leaders of countries that have been vaccinated numerous times. So kind of get over yourself and deal with it a little bit differently in terms of that wordage. Few Americans. Keeping up here, one more topic for us for the day. This is kind of an important one. So many people are buying survivor food and putting it in their basement, and it's expensive. Thousands of dollars potentially, depending on what you want to eat if the world collapses. And will it collapse? Some think that it will. Which kind of brings me to this theory stuff. If you're a conspiracy theory person, I'd sure like to have you on a show with me. More than just one of you, 2 or 3. I'm digressing from my point here, but if you're a conspiracy theory person and you have some things that you'd like to chat about, I'd love to have you on my show. You can come on in person or you can just come on by telephone, and you don't have to use your name, and we'll chat, because I'd like very much to talk about things like that. So send us an email, info@rightedition.com. Or is it admin? I think it's admin. Let's go with that. Either one works, but admin@rightedition.com. Send us your information. Phone number 2. We'll call you and set it up and get you on a show, and we'll talk about things. You think the earth is flat? Tell us why. People are interested to hear your point of view. Back quickly to agriculture. People expect food to show up in the grocery store, and they don't know what a cow is unless they go into the Albertsons market and see roast beef with blah, blah, blah. So people are somewhat entitled, I guess, but farmers, they rely on all kinds of things: water projects, steady supplies of fertilizer, fuels, chemicals, and take away all that support, all these little green people, which they're doing, and guess what? Millions will soon go hungry because they can't produce anymore. Is that part of this master liberal plan? I can't imagine that they want to starve us to death, but it's been done before. Look at Russia, look at so many other countries. They've done that. They kill their own people, right? And they're terrified of us, and they have their own little retreats that they want to hide in. It's amazing what's going on. You see it in Canada. The prime mistake there is saying, farmers, you know what, you should, based on what I'm going to do, you're going to be able to produce 30% less of what you've always done. It's aiming towards hunger and store shelves that will be not full, and a whole bunch of other things. Not nice. So get a man on that, will you, and think about it, talk about it, because maybe we can change it. Hey, have a happy day. How can you, after all of that depressing stuff? You can. There's a solution. As said, talk about it. We can change it. See ya.